Sometimes you just got to laugh at Football Manager, haven't you? The time it takes to get a job, the time it takes for people who respond to interview requests. It's crazy. So welcome to the series and welcome to a brand new club, club number 6 on this European Journeyman. We are in 2036, so we are 12 years in? And yeah, we've had a journey. If we go into my history, you can see that we've done quite well. We won the Champions League in our 11th season, I think it is. So let's all praise Football Manager for how pathetic some of the screens are. So it's cut off one of the clubs. So we start at Sportis Svoga in Bulgaria, back here in 2023-24. Finished second and won promotion to the top flight. We then went to Trenčín, won promotion to the top flight and won the Slovak Cup in that season. Then finished third and fourth. Well, we were fourth when we left to go to Austria Wien. Ended up coming second, fourth before winning the league title. But we did the season before that win the Conference League with them. We then went to Lens. We had 2 seasons there. We finished fourth. And then we finished fourth again. It's such a mess. Like, this bugs me more than anything. That Football Manager just can't keep screens like this running correctly. They constantly bug out, and it just drives me mad. I hope the new version is better for this kind of thing. And we've just had 4 seasons at Barcelona, where in season 1, we only won the Johan Gamper, which seems to be a pre-season type cup. Second season, we won the Champions League and the Johan Gamper, so first ever Champions League trophy, season 11. We then won I'm not sure if it's season 11 or season 10. Somebody let me know. The 2033-34 season, is that season 10 or 11? Well, in the third season with Barcelona, we won the Super Cup, the Johan Gamper, and the Super Cup of Spain. Then in our final season with Barcelona, we won everything. We won the Johan Gamper, the Champions League, the Super Cup, the Copa del Rey, and La Liga. So the domestic treble, Champions League, and then this pre-season cup. And that was the first time that Barcelona won within this universe since the game started. So it was really nice to win them that. And then we ended up leaving. So we moved on. And we've been applying for jobs. Obviously, our reputation is massive. We start with no coaching license. We now have the pro. Yeah, we've just built a history to be proud of. But what I said I wanted to do was win the top flight, and the Premier League is ranked as the best. So if we go on to the stages for last season, you can see that Liverpool came in 9th place. So their manager left on the 14th of July. I was just going through, at this point, I started to think, I'm probably going to have to wait till October and to find a club in turmoil before I actually get a job again. But randomly on the 14th of July, their manager left. If we go to history of managers, you can see here, 15th of July, left manager role. Don't quite know why he left on the 15th of July, but he did. Has he gone elsewhere? Oh, did he leave to go to PSG? Career overview. How do I find out when did you start here? Okay, he left to go be PSG manager. So that gave us the opportunity to apply for the job. It then took them 2 weeks to respond. 2 weeks. Now bear in mind you're in pre-season. Shouldn't you be doing this quite quickly? 2 weeks to get the job. But we've been offered the job. We are expected to work within the wage budget, which is 3.7. Grow the reputation, sign players to sell for profit, increase commercial revenue, and spend the original transfer budget of 7 million. Don't think we can bring Finchu and that for that. This season, we expect to finish top half. Liverpool really have fallen. Land the stage of the FA Cup and be competitive in the EFL. So, we don't need 107k a week. Can you give me a 4-year deal on 37? Yes, they can. Okay. So, when I click continue, we are going to be going to our 6th club in this journey and trying to win the Premier League with Liverpool. Which sounds easy, but I guess they've fallen away to being a top half club now. Here we go. So Liverpool have appointed Lee Simpson as manager. after we've just won the Champions League. So, assistant manager's Tom Lockyer, the former Luton player who obviously had that cardiac arrest on the pitch, if you remember. Van Bommel they still have. And then they also have Buonanotte is a real player. Apart from that, everybody else obviously Nugents or Regions, depending on how old you are. I've been trying to say Nugent's better, but let's be honest, we all know it's still Region. Right, let's see then. So there's some ongoing negotiations happening at the minute. It's looking like a lot of players going out, so we'll keep an eye on them. Before I accept it, I'll just check to make sure we don't want to hold on to them. These expectations, top half. Let's have a look at. Well, first off, let's do finances. So we have 60 million in the bank. They made 106 million last year. We are $500,000 under our wage budget, and we have 7 million to spend. So we're not minted. In terms of wages, we do have a high earner here on 300,000. We have 2 on 300,000. Shall we check them now? Leon Holden is a very, very good central defender. Very good ball playing defender. 6'2". He's injury prone, but apart from that, he does look really, really good. Then you also have Adebayo, who is an English-Nigerian central mid. Came through the Liverpool Academy, which is fantastic. 86 caps for Nigeria. I'm assuming Holden didn't come through the academy. Let's just check that. No, he came from Inter Miami. Right? And then you have Buonanotte, is only 32. He's on 275 a week. He has a year left on his contract, which is nice because I think we'll keep a check physically, but if they do drop off, obviously he's on a very high wage for someone who's so old. Go ability-wise, our best player is a central defender stroke wing-back, English and Irish. Came through the Liverpool Academy. 21 years old, looks really, really good. Says he's a driven centre-back, but with the crossing, etc. You can see here, media description, centre-back. For me, maybe if we play back three as well, we could bomb forward, but for me, he's more of a bombing forward right-back, I would say. Second best is Isaac Simmons, who is another centre-back. So we do seem to have a very, very good team when it comes to defenders. But he can play left-back as well. He does have really good pace acceleration. So we need to look into that. We have Augustine Souza, who is a attacking midfielder who does look really, really good. Few years left on his contract, 140,000 a week. Leading Premier League player. Best position is attacking mid. How we looked in terms of squad? So we have from here, all these players expect to be starting. So for example, this guy has concentration of 7. He has 9. Let's just check. Is he good? Okay, he is quite good, yeah. Really good passing, first touch, dribbling. Quite a high value. Only been in the club for 2 years. These are the type of players who I've got to decide, do I want to keep or do we move them on to fund bringing in some players who I know, players who I wanted the club. In terms of the oldest players in the club, we have Van Bommel, 6'4". Like, I did look at bringing him into Barcelona a year ago, but I couldn't afford his wages at the time. So I think it would be nice to have him at the club for this season. When I'm not there, we've got Roque, is 29 years old. He's a real player. The right back, 240,000 a week. See, my issue there is we've got that young kid. Why are we paying 240 a week for this guy? And he doesn't like big matches, so I think we will try to move him on and free up the wage of $250,000, but also bring in, say, 5 million we can reinvest. Got 28-year-old Joseph Arizabal. I think I nailed that. He is a Peru goalkeeper. He's only on 10,000 a week as well, which they're the type of players I like. Okay, so we've had a look at that. Potential-wise, is there any youngsters of it? Yeah, we've got Stephen Davies, who is a Liverpool Academy player. Came through central defence, wonder kid. Again, looks really, really talented. Okay, that's nice. Couple of Academy players in the first team there. We've got Norwegian, who has really good finishing. Temperamental personality I don't like. Came from Tromsø for 7.5 million. I think he definitely has a lot of potential. The fact he's from Norway does give me a bit of bias towards him. Let's just have a look, shall we, see what we've got in our youth team. So we got Carl Dixon, currently is potentially leaving the West Brom. He's not amazing, so I think freeing that money off the wage bill worth doing. Doesn't look like there's any insane potential in the under 21s. Let's have a look at the under 18, see if anyone's came through the intake. We've got this Mike Ochieng. Been capped twice by the first team already. He's a fullback with jumping reach of 6. The problem is he's dribbling a 3. Now, I'm wondering if we can maybe retrain him in defensive midfield, for example. Because he looks okay. He just can't dribble a ball, and I think that's going to hold him back. You got Peter French, who is a defensive mid, centre-back, centre-mid. Now, he has low self-belief, which I guess the whole of the Liverpool squad has at the minute. But apart from that, he looks okay. Maybe we can do something. Andre Dean is the last one we'll look at. Who is an attacking mid who, again, does have potential. And I think if the team develops how we would hope it would, like you look back at the Barcelona team we had, a lot of the youngsters really developed in the youth team. If that can happen here, some of them could become great players. Like, look, this guy's key attributes I have here. He's a right back, stroke left back. Oh, he looks so good, except he can't dribble. He looks so good, except he can't dribble. We could work on his dribbling, but honestly, I don't think it's going to get up to the level we need. I really don't. And that's a little bit upset when you look at the rest of his attributes there. But this guy here, right back, who has insane determination, etc., but lacking. Where in terms of staff, how are we looking then? We've got the assistant manager, Tom Lockyer. He's okay. He suits a 4-5-1, so maybe we need to look at that type of formation this season. We've got head of youth development is okay. Yeah, he's decent. We can accept him. Now, we've only got 5 of 10 coaches. We've got 20 of 20 scouts. We do have a good scouting network. We can maybe look at utilising that. We've got too many doctors. We've got 6 of 5. So I guess now I've got to go away and try to work out the formation of play, the players to use, and the team to build. One of the things I've noticed is we don't really have many wingers. Our only actual winger is when not there, he could play in attacking midfield. So I do think maybe the wing-back tactic is going to be used again, just due to the fact we don't have any wingers. And we don't have that much money to rebuild the whole squad. So maybe this guy in the wing-back position could be a very, very good player. And just add what we need into this team. Now, one of the things I was wondering is, it's been a while since we left. So if we go to my history, go to Barcelona, is any of the players we had transfer listed now? Or is there anybody who I'd want to bring in? Yeah, Finshu is transfer listed at 9 million. Finshu is transfer listed at 9 million. Well. Finshu, do you want to come and play at Liverpool? Because let me tell you now, I want you to come and play at Liverpool. Please. Please, please, please. Where is Valde gone? Where is Valde? Please don't tell me you've sold him before I've had a chance to come and take him. I would like to maybe look at bringing in a few youngsters as well from this Barcelona team, because we had a couple of players who I really did like. They saw Valde before I've even had a chance. No, Saka and Nowak have gone. Saka's gone for 7 million. Oh, they saw Wait. Was Valde in my Liverpool squad? Where was Valde at there? He's there! So when I left Barcelona, the first thing they did was sell Valde to Liverpool, who is my new club. Well, that saves me negotiating that deal, doesn't it? Oh, yes. See, these are the players I want. These are the players who I know how they perform. I know where I can use them. I know how good of a job they do. Valde was solid as a rock for me when I brought him in. And Finshu is an absolute assist king. So, when I'm always talking about, okay, I want to add this guy, the likes of Finshu have to come in. They just have to come in because I just desperately need players I trust to help me in the early stages of a journey. Then what we're going to do is we're going to offer that, and we'll do that. So it's 10 million over time. and 50% next sale because, well, if I sell them, it's because I've left, basically. But yeah, we've moved on. We are now at Liverpool. We still have decent facilities. Our stadium is now at 61,000, so we can maybe look at getting that up over time as well. I would like to get the trim facilities up to 20 as well, and junior coaching as well. I think that we need to get that up to 20. I need to bring in some new staff. I need to decide the team. I need to work on a few things. Our last Champions League was in 2025. Our last Premier League was 2020. Europa League 21, Super Cup, no. FA Cup 2024. Carabao Cup 2026. And 2020 for Charity Shield. So, yeah. We are rebuilding a fallen giant here, basically. So, wish me luck. And I will see you at the end of January. So, at the end of August. So, it's not too far to go. Just see what kind of business, what team we've put together, and how we are looking. So, thank you for your support. And I will see you in the next episode as we continue this European Journeyman in England with Liverpool.